Hi, my name is Keith, a technician with USACLEAN for over 11 years, and this is a Nilfisk Adfinity 20D auto scrubber. Now in this brief overview, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to keep your machine running at peak performance to help minimize the cost and need of sending a service tech. Now, it's always a good idea to give your piece of equipment a good once-over visual inspection before operation. So we're going to start up here at your control panel. We're going to look at the controls here, make sure they're okay. Make sure you have your key in your key switch. Coming down, we're going to look at your forward and reverse lever. Now go down here to your speed control knob, make sure that's okay. Come a little further down, we're going to check out your hoses, your recovery tank drain hose, make sure that it's okay, no holes or anything like that. Your solution drain hose, we're going to make sure that's okay too. Looking at your vacuum suction hose, we're going to make sure that's all right and in good working order. Now come a little further down to the squeegee assembly. Check out your squeegee blades, make sure they're good and not worn, and also take a look at your wheels. Now follow me around to the front of the machine where the deck is. We're going to go ahead and take a few visual inspections of this as well. Go ahead and look at your skirt right here, make sure that's on your deck, and then go ahead and take a look at your pad driver and pad and or brush if that's what you guys are using. Make sure that's attached, okay? Now on top here is your recovery tank. A few things you want to check. Go ahead and lift open the recovery tank lid. Right here is your recovery tank lid gasket. Go ahead and visually inspect that. Make sure there is no tears or cracks or anything like that. Now go ahead and visually inspect your ball float and the ball float cage. Now this is what prevents more water from being sucked up when your recovery tank is full. Just go ahead and make sure that the ball is still inside the cage. Take a look inside your recovery tank too as well. Make sure that it is free and clear of debris. So we've lifted open the recovery tank right here. A few things we're going to go take a look at and visually inspect. We're going to take a look at your vac motor, which sits right here. You can't really see the vac motor, but what we're going to look at, or we're going to look at the wires and the sheathing right here that go up to your vac motor. Make sure they're not damaged in any way. Check your vac motor filter right here. Make sure that is actually in good working order. Now you've got your vacuum suction hose right here. Take a look at it. Make sure it's good and tight on the recovery tank and there's no holes or splits. Also take a look at the recovery tank drain hose right here. Make sure it's attached to your recovery tank, good and tight. Make sure that your hose clamp right here is good and secure as well. Now straight down here is your battery compartment where your batteries are held. Now these are wet-celled batteries, which means they are not maintenance free. You actually have to maintain these. A few things to check while you're in here is make sure that your cables are good and tight and free of corrosion. Just check on every single one of them here. Now you can also use AGM batteries or gel batteries in this machine as well, which means they are maintenance free and you also get a longer run time out of those. But what I do want to mention is when you are using AGM batteries or wet-celled batteries, this has an onboard charger, and the switch for that onboard charger is located up by your control panel, which we'll show you in a second. You have to switch that switch over from wet cell to AGM, or you can potentially damage your batteries. So now we're going to take a look at your control panel right here. First thing, go ahead and make sure that your key switch and your key is right here in a good working order. Now here are your controls. This is your main power button. This turns everything on. Make sure that it is okay. This right here next to it is your vac button. You want to make sure that it is okay. That just flips on your vac. Now right here next to the vac button, this is your brush release button or your pad driver release button. Keep the deck up, you hit that button, it spins and it drops your pad driver or your brush. Underneath here, this is your solution control. This is what gives you more solution or less solution, plus or minus. And then right next to that is your battery meter. Now right underneath the key switch, this is where I mentioned earlier, this is where your onboard battery charger is. So this is where that switch is. You want to make sure that the switch is either in the AGM position or it is in the wet cell position, depending on what kind of batteries you have in there. Okay, right in front of your control panel assembly, this is your handle assembly. Now what we want to do here is we can take it in reverse real quick, make sure that it goes reverse, put it in forward real fast, make sure that it goes in forward, and they spring back and forth and sit right here in the neutral position. Right here on your handle assembly as well, this is your speed control knob. You want to make sure that you can take it. Plus is faster and minus is slower. Just make sure that it is in good working order too. Okay, going a bit further down from the handle assembly, what you want to do is you want to visually inspect your charger cord right here. You want to look for burnt wires or breaks or frays. Right over here is your recovery tank drain hose. You want to make sure that there are no splits or cracks or anything like that in there. Make sure that your cap is on there good and tight. Otherwise, you're going to lose suction. Now, right here is your solution tank drain hose. You want to do the same thing, visually inspect that, make sure there's no holes or cracks or anything like that, or you're going to get some leaks. Now, come over here. This is your squeegee lowering handle. Go ahead and drop that and make sure everything works just fine there, too. Flip that back up, get that back out of the way. Now, this is where your fill port is for your solution water. Make sure it's good and tight on there and not really seized up in any way. Come a little further down and you have got your suction hose right here. We talked about this earlier. Make sure this side does not have any cracks or breaks or tears or anything. It's in good working order, or you're going to lose suction as well. After you've checked your suction hose, make sure it was okay. Over here, go ahead and check out your brush lowering pedal. Now, you can do it two ways. This little knob here, you can use your hand or you can use your foot on this pedal. So whenever you're using a foot, make sure you use this side here. When you're using your hand, do not put your foot on this handle. Use your hand for the handle. Now go down a little bit further, check out your squeegee assembly. You want to check your star knobs too, make sure they're in good working order. Check your wheels here, make sure they're not stuck or anything like that. Check your squeegee blades, make sure they are in good working order. They're not torn or worn in any way. If they are, then you need to replace them. So after we have visually inspected the squeegee assembly, go ahead and take a look down here at the bottom left of your machine. What you want to look at is you want to look at your open and close ball valve, your solution valve here. You want to make sure that this blue handle will open and close, okay? Next, go ahead and take a look at your solution filter. You want to make sure that your solution filter is free and clear of debris inside here. Make sure there's no cracks or no leaks or anything like that. Okay, coming over to the front of the machine, we're going to check your solution fill port filter. Now, you can fill the machine either right here in the front or you can fill it in the back. But go ahead and take a look at the filter here. This just helps keep debris out of your solution tank. Make sure that is there and in good condition. Clean it out if you need to. Come a little bit further down to the deck. Now we're going to check your adjustment knob. This is what adjusts the pitch of the deck left and right. Make sure that is free spinning. Come over here and take a look at your isolators as well. It's a little rubber isolator. Make sure those are not broken or damaged in any way. Take a look at your guide wheel. Make sure that spins freely. There's no cracks or damage on that. Now come down here and take a look at your skirt. You want to make sure that that's in good working order. That keeps debris away from the brush motor, and that keeps it from the water spitting out everywhere. You can also, while you're down here, take your pad driver or your brush off the brush deck and visually inspect that as well. So make sure that your pad, if you're using a pad, is not worn and doesn't need to be replaced. Make sure that your pad holder is in good working order. And that about covers it for this machine. Once again, my name is Keith. Now, for all the parts listed in today's video, plus thousands of diagrams and how-to repair guides, be sure to click the link in the description below or visit us on the web at USACLEAN.com. Now, if you like what you watched, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe for future videos. Stay safe and thanks for watching.